Just a day after the Member of Parliament for Portland Eastern, Anne-Marie Vaz, issued a statement in relation to Crawford, imploring him to seek the necessary assistance, which would enable him to be more responsible with his speech, was the same Damian Crawford, appointed to the shadow cabinet of the opposition People's National Party, as Mark Golding has chosen to name his 19-member cabinet, with both allies and critics. Opposition leader Mark Golding has attempted to display that he holds no grudges by appointing controversial People's National Party Vice President Damian Crawford to his 19-person shadow cabinet. He also appointed Julian Robinson. He was a surprise as he is the Shadow Minister for Finance, Planning and Public Service. Crawford, who is scheduled to speak on culture and entertainment issues, caused quite a stir over the weekend after he was heard in a leaked voice note criticizing various senior members of the People's National Party, including Mark Golding. He also mentioned that he was more popular than Lisa Hanna, and that he would be planning to take over the leadership reins of the People's National Party in 5 years. He also mentioned that Golding was just a 2-year leader. Based on the leaked communication, it seems like it was made during the lead-up to the November 7th internal presidential elections, in which Mark Golding defeated Lisa Hanna. Mark Golding will have defense as his main portfolio, and he named the spokespersons, after revealing that longtime ally Peter Bunting would assume the 8th and final Senate seat for the opposition party in the upper house. Bunting will be the main person on national security and replaces former party chairman Fitz Jackson. Bunting will also lead opposition business in the Senate. Senator Lambert Brown will use his experience in the trade union movement to assist Julian Robinson in public service matters. The persons who will be a part of the shadow cabinet, who are newly appointed ministers, will be Janice Allen, who will be the shadow minister on tourism. Gabriela Morris, who is the youngest ever member of the upper house, will cover the youth and sports portfolio as shadow minister. Member of Parliament Lothan Cousins, who has entered representational politics for the first time, will have oversight over water and agriculture, while another newly elected Member of Parliament, Hugh Graham, has been charged with responsibility for commerce, science and technology. The cabinet of Mark Golding includes several other familiar faces. They include Anna, Anthony Hilton, Angela Brown Burke, Donna Scott Motley, and Maurice Guy. The shadow cabinet is completed with Michael Phillips, Denise Daly, Senator Sophia Fraser-Binns, Philip Paulwell, and Dr. Floyd Morris. Hilton will be leader of opposition business in the House of Representatives, with Dr. Angela Brown Burke as his deputy. Scott Motley will be Peter Bunting's deputy in the Senate. Previous to Mark Golding's election to the presidential office of the People's National Party, Scott Motley was the leader of opposition business in the upper house. It came as a surprise to many that Mark Golding did not name Fitz Jackson in his shadow cabinet. He has reached for his longtime friend and business partner, Peter Bunting, to take over that portfolio from Fitz Jackson and to be the spokesperson on finance. And not just the spokesperson on finance, but also a senator in the upper house on the opposition side. And he is also the leader of opposition business. So Golding has returned Bunting to the Senate and returned Bunting to the People's National Party's primary positions. Opposition leader and president of the People's National Party, Mark Golding, has named Peter Bunting as Shadow Minister for National Security in his newly announced 19-member shadow cabinet. Bunting, who previously served as a Minister of National Security in the Portia Simpson Miller administration between the years of 2012 and 2016, was also named the leader of government business in the Senate. He will be sworn in as the 8th opposition senator on Friday, December 4th. Southeast St. Andrew Member of Parliament Julian Robinson was also named as the Shadow Minister for Finance, and that was a surprise. So it seems like Mark Golding is taking this unity mission quite seriously, and he's incorporating both allies and critics of his leadership into his shadow cabinet. Well, I hope that this will start the process, and I hope that this incorporation and inclusion of all will bring the path of divisiveness and fractiousness within the PNP to a close. But that is merely wishful thinking. They will continue to have their issues laid out in the public until they learn otherwise. Mark Golding's portfolio is defense, and his focus will be concentrating on ensuring that unity returns to the party. He gave up his finance portfolio in order to concentrate on ensuring that the party will show a united front for the upcoming local government elections. The party has become increasingly divided and fractious over the last 10 years, and there was even contentious statements in the lead up to the recently concluded leadership elections. Those who are currently absent from Mark Golding's shadow cabinet include South St. Catherine Member of Parliament Fitz Jackson, who was in charge of the national security portfolio under the leadership of Dr. Peter Phillips. St. Catherine North Central Member of Parliament Natalie Nita, who provided avid support to Lisa Hanna, is also missing from the shadow cabinet. She was previously responsible for local government under the leadership of Dr. Peter Phillips, and she recently served as the campaign manager in Lisa Hanna's losing challenge for the PNP presidency. Well, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do you agree with Mark Golding for having given up the finance portfolio and taking over the defense portfolio in an effort to also focus most of his energies on ensuring that unity returns to the People's National Party? And do you agree with his various selections? Do you agree with him choosing a group that is a mixture of allies and critics? Do you believe that it is a dangerous move? And do you agree with him for having chosen Bunting in the place of Norman Horn as the 8th senator, and also replacing Donna Scott Motley as the leader of opposition business and making her a deputy to Bunting? I wonder how she feels about this, because in the lead up to the presidential elections, she was one of the persons who said that she would not willingly resign unless she was asked to do so. And she was an avid supporter of Lisa Hanna during her challenge for the presidency of the People's National Party. And what about Crawford? Is it a dangerous move to include him in the 19-member shadow cabinet? Do you believe that Crawford will start being responsible with the words that he issues publicly, and that he will refrain from speaking loosely on serious matters and stop denigrating the value of women and girls, as is being implored by Miss Anne-Marie Vaz of Portland Eastern? Thanks for watching and have a good day. Be safe.